get to dream with the NASCAR schedule, right?
Yeah.
Where would you go? Like, what tracks would you like to see that maybe aren't on there? That maybe.
It's a great question. I think we talked about it a little bit this week on the podcast. I don't know if you got a chance to listen to that. I didn't want, because I could have went way down that rabbit hole, but I kind of cut it short so we can actually talk about SVG stuff. But I would like to see. So a couple things I mentioned was I think July 4th should be at Daytona, just the Firecracker 400, just special. Move either give Atlanta one date, move them to the regular season finale, so you kind of get that speedway vibe and like a wild card type feel. I'd like to see, as good as the next gen car is, the mile and a half, I'd almost like to see a Kentucky kind of be back in the fold occasionally. I'd like to see maybe Kansas only have one day, kind of have one like legacy type event, whether that's a short track like a Kern County, or Nashville Fairgrounds or Wilkesboro. Kind of move one race day of the year to something kind of obscure and abstract what we do. I'd like to see 2 street courses.
How many road courses?
6, I think, is a good number.
So 6 plus 2 street courses?
Glen, Sonoma, Coda, Chicago, like a Denver or something like that for a street course. What's another good road course we go to? Not Indy GP. We got to go back to the rectangle.
What about the Roval?
Man, as good as Charlotte is as an intermediate, I can almost take two oval dates back for Charlotte. But I think the Roval's kind of cool. There's no other road courses that really stick out in my mind. It's like must go to.
You look at the schedule now, 38 races over 40 weeks roughly. Too much, too little, perfect?
It's a grueling schedule, but if you start talking about taking races off the schedule, and you're talking about taking money out of everybody's pocket, that just goes hand in hand. So if everybody wants to keep making the same amount of money and not prorated 2, 3, 4 events off of what everybody's making now, then if you work less, you're going to get paid less. So I like 36 races, but I like an off week mixed in there and have the season go a week or 2 longer. Maybe just finish up the weekend before Thanksgiving. I think that would be ideal.
I'll just keep going. I'm a bunch about performance too.
The single foul restart, saw that last week. Is that something you'd like to see continued at the road courses?
I think we saw it right there playing out in the Truck Series race where when they were on wets, they went single foul, and when they put dries on, you can actually have a pretty good race with double foul. So I think there's some places where single foul, even though in the drive conditions, could be good, but I'm glad NASCAR audible and made that decision to go single foul on wets. I think that was the right call.
When you look at